What is going on, guys? It's Tofu here, bringing you guys another Kingdom Hearts Union Cross video, and today I'm going to be talking about some tips and tricks to beat this brilliant opera. Just a quick disclaimer, guys, this is a really hard enemy, so don't sweat it if you can't beat it, but this video is here to provide some tips and tricks to hopefully help you guys learn something, and maybe even beat it in the process of doing so. So let's get into my setup real quick. As you can see, most of these medals are pretty old, being about 6 months old by now. And a lot of them are also upgraded. Basically what you want is any medal that does over 10,000 strength buffs in all these slots, except for your Renova medal, of course, unless you have that Melody Memory Kairi. But with that out of the way, let's get into the medals themselves. So what you want on most of them is extra attack 40 and aerial 60, as well as attack boosts. You don't need a second chance for this setup. I'll show you guys why in a minute. But yeah, Roxas is there for damage for second turn. Santasaur is here for restoring gauges. Renova is here for Renova, of course, and a little bit of damage, I guess. Not really for the defense boost aspect, because that's really pointless. Xehanort here, 4th slot. You do not want extra attack. I repeat, you do not want extra attack, because this guy will... the enemy will heal on your 4th slot medal, so you don't want extra attack on your 4th slot. Then we have my Axel here. He's here for dealing damage with an AB13 max, and yeah, here's my Sora. Also here for damage, 10,000 metal strength, boom, 60 and 40. Nothing really special. Grab those boosters from the avatar boards. Those help out quite a bit with the multiplier and your metal special attack bonus. And also make sure you max out your subslots. A few players forget to do that, so that's just a reminder. And yeah, let's get into the fight itself. So I'm using Lady Luck here because it just fits with what medals I have on the setup, at least a bit better than Sleeping Lion does. And with this enemy, okay, let's just talk about the friend medal as well. So friend medal has aerial defense minus 70%, that's pretty useful, extra attack 50%, and also has the Renova effect on his Supernova. Really nice medal, I like it. And let's go. So for this enemy, you want to minimize the amount of times that it can actually heal itself. So it can heal itself in 3 ways, either by his, maybe 4 ways actually. So by lowering this count all the way to 0, on slot 4, he has an HP threshold. If he gets underneath 11 million HP bars, then he'll also heal himself quite a bit. And also on his own turn, every second turn I think, he heals himself. So you want to minimize the amount of times that he actually heals himself there. For my first turn, I'm just going to be dealing a bit of chip damage. And yeah, so you see here he heals up all the way. I'm just dealing some chip damage here so that my second turn will actually have a better chance of beating the enemy, instead of fighting it at, well, yeah. So second turn here, we want to activate all our Supernovas. So optimally, what you want to do is activate Supernovas in order of strength. So we would do Santasaur, Xehanort, Roxas, Axel, and then Sora. Then we would do Roxas and then repeat that process again. So I'm just going to do that here. Supernovas are really nice now since they also do have that minus 70% aerial defense. But yeah. You guys don't have to follow the Supernova method, but it's just optimal for the amount of damage that you're dealing and stuff like that. This setup isn't really beginner friendly or free to play friendly, really, because this enemy is really hard to defeat, and yeah. Hopefully you guys do learn something from this video though, because for future enemies that do something like this. So you saw on turn 1 that he healed on slot 4, and I also mentioned that if he has a HP threshold if he goes underneath 11 million HP. So what we want to do here is on the slot 4 medal, bring him below 11 million HP so that he doesn't heal twice from the slot 4 and his HP threshold. So I'll just activate both of these here. Then for this medal, hopefully he went below the HP threshold there. I'm not sure if he did. Okay, great, he did. So you'll know if he heals twice in the same turn, I guess, if his HP threshold has been met, but he only did it once there, so that means I brought him below his HP threshold, which is good. So that's just a little guide or tips and tricks to help defeat this enemy or future enemies that are pretty hard that also have the healing mechanic. This is my free-to-play friendly setup. Not really free-to-play friendly because, well, yeah, it's just not. And then I'll just show you guys with my actual setup that I used to beat it. All four of my Sephys, not all four, 4 of my 5 Sephiroths have extra attack 120%, and they also do have aerial defense minus 70 on them, which makes them really good for clearing a lot of content and Colosseum as well. But yeah, this event is not free-to-play friendly in the slightest because this enemy heals like a bogus amount. But hopefully you guys take away something from this video and learn something in the process of doing so. That's what this video is here for. So yeah, he heals when that threshold or that count hits 0 as well. So you want count ignoring metals as well. But here, let's just go ahead and pop off all my Sephiroths. Okay, so that was the slot 4 healing. And he will also have the HP threshold healing, so like that. That wasn't on slot 4, but that's just because he went under the HP threshold of 11 million, which is why he healed. So if you guys can avoid him healing as many times as you can, that's going to be optimal for defeating this enemy. But that's about it for this video. Hopefully you guys learned something from it. If you guys did, drop a sub and a like. It helps the channel out tremendously. And until next time guys, have a great day and peace.